Today, you'll learn 5 tips that'll ensure your first dungeon crawl is a TPW and not a TPK. Get it? Like, total party win instead of total party kill. Hi, my name is Jessie Brightly, and I'm a D&D newbie who loves to help my fellow noobs with tips and tricks on the game so we can focus on fun rather than get caught up in the mechanics. Tip number 1 to make your dungeon crawl go as smooth as possible: get as much intel as you can ahead of time. And this means talking to whoever gave you the challenge to go into the dungeon, or any townspeople, or anyone that the DM gave any sort of inclination that they may have intel for you. Find out everything: who, what, when, where, why, conditions, history, all that kind of stuff. Gather all the intel. Tip number 2. Once you have gathered that intel, it's time to make a plan. So gather your party, come together to a plan, make a plan A, make a plan B, make a plan C, and come up with who's got the best perception. So maybe they go first and perceive traps. Who's got the biggest tank abilities? Maybe they come after them and are ready to beat anything up that might pop out. Come up with something that will work for the entire group and whatever the dungeon atmosphere might be. Tip number 3, balance the party. So if you have 5 bards, that could be fun to watch, but it might not lead to that TPW. If you have 5 tanks, that might be good, but once you're all down, who's going to heal you? It's good to have an idea of who's got what and who's playing what role. So not only can you balance the party with who you're playing, but also what skills and abilities you're buffing on them. So think of that before you go in, talk it out, and figure out what your game plan is in terms of being a balanced party. Tip number 4, to get the most out of your first dungeon crawl: don't split the party. You guys came there together. You should leave together. You should stay together. It'd be really cute if you guys held hands. That's really precious. But make sure you have your weapons too, so maybe don't hold hands. But stay together. When you split the party, it can split the table, it can lower your forces in one way or another, so defense, offense, and it just kind of makes things messy. So it might seem like a good idea to send, 2 people down that hallway and 2 people down that hallway, but usually it's not. Tip number 5 for your ultimate supreme mega first dungeon crawl: always know who has the torch. Because you're inside a dungeon, there's no daylight, and some of the characters don't have night vision. So you gotta know who's got the torch, because the DM will ask. And a little insider's tip: if you have a torch and you have a flask of oil, that can lead to a fire. Just throwing it out there for you. So super cool, I am now streaming live with ThunderVex84 playing Neverwinter on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you check that out on Twitch TV, ThunderVex84, Wednesdays, Neverwinter, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed these 5 tips. I've got 5 more coming in the next video. If you like this channel, be sure to like it, comment, subscribe. If you want to see a video on something that you have a question about, I would love to know. I'm Jessie Brightly, and cheers to adventuring.